Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Fanatics with Luke and Michael, our live show talking about movie news, all that good stuff. You know what it is.
You know what the time is.
you know what time it is, people. And sorry that we were starting a little bit late. This guy was working a little bit late, so
yeah.
So
it was a fast work day for me. So.
Well, it's gonna be a long day for me tomorrow since I got to work a double shift. So.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for a while, but as long as it goes fine tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna do some more, pickup shifts at night. So but it'll only be like days when I'm working, so it'll be fine. Yeah, that's not like a huge deal.
Yeah, true.
But of course, my co-host right here, Michael. How's it going, buddy?
Doing good. It was a good 79 degrees here today in New York. Almost felt like summer weather with a chill.
Yeah, it felt like summer weather to me too.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, I did actually. I think it was in the 70s too, actually.
Nice.
So
a little touch of spring. It's spring, but it's officially spring now with that weather. It's gonna move into the summer.
Yeah, finally. It felt like it took so freaking long for them to actually get that done.
And I think tomorrow it's gonna go back down to like 60s here.
Let me see how much it's going to go for me quick before we get into the
By the way, before we get into the topics, happy belated birthday to Ethan Rutter.
Yes, sir. No. But let's see. It's supposed to be 67 for a high tomorrow, so that should be fine.
Oh, actually, tomorrow it's going to be 74 here. 72 on
Lucky.
So it's going to be in the 70s until Saturday.
And next Monday for me, it'll be 78, but 45% chance of rain. So
spring weather is here.
Yes, sir, it is. So
and cheers to that.
So, yep, cheers to that. Oh, it's good. Oh, that is good. All right, so
nice refresher after work.
What?
Coca-Cola is a nice refresher after work.
Drinking a tropical Sprite.
Oh,
this is refreshing. Any good soda would be like a good refresher after a long day of work.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe I might need a beer after work tomorrow. I might even need a beer. And don't take this down. I'm 21 years old.
He's the legal age. He's the legal age.
I'm a legal age to drink, okay? Mm-hmm. Jesus. Like, they're just going to be typing like, you can't be talking about drinking. If you're under the age of 21. Like, look, I'm 21 right now. In a couple weeks, I'm going to be 22. So, there you go. All right. Let's cut right to the chase, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to it. Weekend box office.
And we all know, we can all take a guess what was number one.
Well, we honestly called it, to be completely honest with you. In our heads, we didn't say it on stream, but we did call it.
Mm-hmm.
The number one film at the box office of the weekend was Sinners. Dude, this film opened big.
Which I did not see last weekend.
There's not that much jump scares, I promise you, dude.
Yeah, like if it's a horror movie that I'm looking forward to, I always got to ask if there's jump scares because I am I hate jump scares. It gives me a shock in the chair, and sometimes you feel it. Like if the speakers are loud, it gets you right there.
It kind of that reminds me a little bit of of Locked. That scene in the movie when Anthony Hopkins activates a little taser on the seat to Bill Skarsgård, and I'm like, dude, what? That's messed up.
Yeah. But I've had friends at work that saw Sinners, and they said it was very good. One of my friends was like, he wants to go see it again.
You might as well actually take that opportunity there, dude. Seriously, if one of your friends says that, it's like, go for it. So, oh, jeez, excuse me. But yeah, I did see Sinners. Pull up my stuff quick. All right. So,
but yeah, I might go see Sinners. Now that you said the jump scares are not that bad. So
I will tell you this: they're a little loud, but they're more like quips, like at the beginning. I would say. After that, there's really not that many. Like, not like ones like loud jolts of music, like say like the Black Phone. Like a lot of like the jump scares in the Black Phone, which again are limited, are loud.
Which is good because I could watch it on my TV. And
like they are like big like jolts of music, like boom, like that kind of jump scare.
I have a jolt story when we get to one of the films here.
All right. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so Sinners clocked in at number 1. This is awesome. I did see. I absolutely adored Sinners. It is my favorite movie of the year so far. It's honestly gonna be a tough one to beat, to be completely honest.
Ryan Coogler's best film?
I think it is his best movie. Like I said, dude, it's gonna be a tough one to beat because I mean, you know, I love Mickey 17, I love Better Man, I love Novocaine, Companion. I love those movies. There's probably even going to be even other great films that are going to come out this year. Yeah, like the new Mission Impossible. You're going to talk about like F1, like lots you can name, but I don't think there's going to be any one that will top Sinners.
Yeah. Like I like Ryan Coogler, some of Ryan Coogler's films, like Fruitvale Station, which is good but depressing because based on a true story.
Very depressing movie.
And also both of the Black Panther films.
I'm more lukewarm on the first one, but I love Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I thought Wakanda Forever was better. I mean, I still like the first Black Panther, but Wakanda Forever was a much better movie. Mike's off. Yeah.
Might have to try this again.
Yeah. We can hear you good.
Okay, good. You have to try it like this again.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do my my ranking since I've seen all 5 of his movies.
Good.
So, last place is Black Panther. The first one it's good, but the CGI is utter dog shit. In fourth place is Fruitvale Station. Great film, not very rewatchable.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched this since I saw it the first time.
Neither have I. In third place is Wakanda Forever. I love that it was focused on Shuri this time around. No disrespect to T'Challa and how they actually handled like his death and how they handled the themes of grief. It's dark. It's a dark movie.
Very dark film.
Dark and sad. It's a very, very sad movie.
Yeah, it was a tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
I think that's honestly the best way to describe Wakanda Forever is basically a tribute to Chadwick Boseman in the best way possible. Number 2, Creed. It's a great revitalization to the Rocky franchise. Sylvester Stallone got a Best Supporting Actor nod for a very good reason. Michael B. Jordan, you guys know. Like, he
always works with Ryan Coogler.
Which spoiler alert, he does make a brief appearance in Wakanda Forever as Killmonger.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Every single film, away, folks.
What?
He didn't go away in Wakanda Forever.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Sorry, I was a little confused with what you said, but then when you said it again, I was like, oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. But yeah, number 2, Creed. As a Rocky fan, I think that is the second best one, only behind the first Rocky, which is crazy to say that. And then number 1, it's Sinners. Ryan Coogler with freaking blues music,
religion topics and like religion talk, and also vampires, you can't beat it, dude.
My friend said it's almost like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Very. It's like a good it's like the best combination possible of Salem's Lot and From Dusk Till Dawn.
Like, I haven't seen Salem's Lot.
But Ryan Coogler has said he took a lot of his inspiration from the original Salem's Lot and From Dusk Till Dawn when it came to making Sinners. So, yeah, Sinners, glad it came at the top of the box office, and it received a really high score on the cinema score with an A.
Nice.
That's high for a horror film. So,
and it made $48 million
domestically over the weekend. Let's take a look at the worldwide gross right now.
Worldwide gross. Here we go.
Let's take a look.
$71 million.
$71 million. That's awesome.
International box office, $15 million.
Dude, that is good for a horror film.
Yeah, very good. Went up to today. Well, yeah, today.
I think it might actually go up next weekend too, because I really don't know. I don't think The Accountant 2 or Until Dawn are gonna, make as much money.
It's doing great in the UK too.
Yeah, it's where it's grossing the most money internationally. So
yeah, international total $15 million.
Yep.
Big hit.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, and I think the film maybe could make its money back by next weekend, maybe, because the film was only on a $90 million budget. So could it make its money back? Please let us know your predictions.
I think it will.
Let's see. A Minecraft movie with a 48% drop with $40 million. We all know it's still going to make money regardless. Even if the film ain't good for people, it's still going to make money. We all know this. Let's take a look at how it is worldwide right now.
All right.
With a Minecraft movie. Yeah, it's
$2 million.
It is really close to hitting $1 billion. Like, this film could be the first $1 billion hit of the year.
What's going through my head is I'm like, why?
You know how people you know that this IP is incredibly popular. So you know for sure, Michael, that there is no way this film was not going to make a lot of money. So, I mean, even when I saw the trailers for it, I was like, this film may not be good, but it's going to make a lot of money.
That disappoints me.
But hey, at least Sinners came over top. So there you go.
There you go.
So at least that's something you can look at.
Sinners beat this overrated film.
I don't know if I considered it like overrated because critics are not vibing with this. So I don't know. All right. So in third place with a 9% drop, shockingly, is The King of Kings.
This wasn't advertised. I saw no advertisements for this film.
Apparently, when I went and saw Sinners,
animated film.
I do not know how much the budget was for that movie, but
look it up.
I'll actually do it for you. I'm literally on IMDb right now. Does not say on here. But when I went and saw Sinners, my friend Abby said
no budget.
No budget. Wow. Guess I don't want to reveal it. Anyways, when I went and saw Sinners, or I think it was Sinners. My friend Abby said that the whole theater, that at one point there was actually a sold out showing for this movie, and I'm like, really?
What?
That's insane. I mean,
well, probably is because it was Easter weekend. That's why.
That's probably why. But again, Sinners still won it over. Oh no, guys. Technical difficulties.
Hey.
Wrong button.
Yep, wrong button, everybody.
Wrong button. There you go. If you wanted me to say it in like a gay way.
Oh God.
Sorry. Like that was that too much?
That was too much.
Okay. TMI. Anyways, yeah, King of Kings, the $51 million worldwide gross. Again, don't know the budget, but
Yeah,
whatever. The Amateur with a 53% drop. No surprise there because
he said it's very disappointed.
Mid as fuck. Very mid.
Even Rami Malek probably couldn't save it.
No, he did. He does save the movie.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I mean, Rami Malek. I don't care. People say he's a really great actor. He's
like, yeah. Go watch Mr. Robot. Go watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
He can lead a movie.
Yeah,
like he's a great actor. It's just
he can lead a show as well. Look at Mr. Robot.
Yeah, it's just I just don't feel like enough people like are giving him a fair chance. But I mean, people are still giving him a fair chance. But it's like he's a better actor than you think. Like there's a lot of range that the guy is capable of. So,
and he won an Oscar as well.
Yeah, he won the Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody for playing Freddie Mercury, like, and deservedly so reasons.
And people should respect that. Should respect Rami Malek.
But yeah, anyways, the Amateur with the $7 million gross for its third weekend or second weekend actually. It's its second weekend. A 53% drop. Warfare with a 42% drop at $4.8 million.
Yeah, now, which I did see.
Yes, he saw. My theater still did not get it, so I didn't get to see it. I do have to wait until streaming.
To me, Warfare is on my list of favorite films of the year, and this is probably by far the best war film in a while. And it was based on a true story. Apparently, the director Ray Mendoza was part of that during the Iraqi War.
Yep.
Where he was there, and he was with the Navy SEALs, and this all took place during the Battle of Ramadi.
Yep. So, yeah, I need to make sure I have.
Good movie.
I gotta make sure I can't have like the sound too loud. When I do see it, when I do watch it,
I was gonna tell you this. When I saw it, there's a scene with a tank, and it exploded. And when I saw it in the theater, that it gave me like the biggest jump scare ever.
Like, was like the theater like shaking? Like,
yeah, the theater was shaking.
Yeah, I was about to say because Civil War does the same thing. Like when there's gunshots, they are loud, like very loud.
Yeah, this film was loud in my theater.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude. Like when you watch Civil War, like now this should actually give you the motivation to watch Civil War because Alex Garland also directed that as well.
Yeah, he co-directed this film with Ray Mendoza.
Yeah, I mean this is still technically Alex Garland if you really think about it.
Yeah,
because
they both directed and they both co-directed and co-wrote the film.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I mean, with anything that Alex Garland touches, gimme.
Yeah, but guys, definitely check out Warfare. Very good movie. One of the best war films in a while, and one of my favorite films of the year. And
I'm definitely very excited to see it.
Yeah, you'll definitely really enjoy it, and it's very realistic.
I mean, I figured, like, Civil War felt realistic too. Like when it came to how it's like portrayed, like because it's kind of like it's a more like dystopian kind of film. It's not sci-fi by any means, but like it's like think about it this way. It's like what if in the future this world actually became like an actual modern civil war? Like that's like my way of thinking about it. So,
yeah. But yeah, and there is no soundtrack throughout this film. The only soundtrack that you get is in the beginning of the film.
So like you're saying like no like music,
there's no music, no nothing. Only in one part in the beginning of the film. Everything else through the whole film, no music.
The only music you'll hear is the gunshots.
Yeah, the only
And
music you hear is the gunshots. Yeah. The
gunshots and explosions, that's exactly how they go.
Explosions and grenades going off.
And those are loud.
Yeah. But the budget is 20 million. And so far it's made 17 million.
So it's not necessarily a box office disaster if it's under
No. International.
If it's under like, if it's like $100 million budget, then that would kind of be considered a box office disaster.
Yeah. It's made international 717,000.
Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, Warfare, can't wait to check it out at some point.
Doing good in Australia.
That's good. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of them here really quick so we can move on.
Yeah. But I just want to touch up that on Warfare. Definitely check it out.
I'm excited. Drop with a 55% drop with 3.2 million.
It's bombing.
I don't know if I'd say it's bombing because it didn't really have that big of a budget. I'm gonna take a look actually now that we're talking about it.
Yeah. At a budget of
I'm
11
actually gonna
million.
look at the budget.
11 million.
Is $11 million, 20 million. It passed its budget.
Yeah.
So not a bomb.
So it's doing decently.
It's not like making the money that it deserves though, because of the fact that Sinners came out the next weekend.
Yeah.
So it's not going to make as much money.
Oh, Michael Entity is in the chat.
He says I'll be seeing in about 15 minutes.
He wants to join us.
I sent him the link already. So,
all right, Mr. Entity, you are welcome to join.
Anyways, so yeah. Drop, Colorful Stage, the movie I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Pride and Prejudice.
Talk about it. Pride and Prejudice got a re-release for its 20th anniversary, so it did pretty good.
The film.
It's a good one. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah, Chosen list.
Chosen, Snow White. This film, Snow White was a box office disaster.
It's a big bomb.
Which is unfortunate because it's not a bad movie.
No, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. Definitely watch it. Who cares about the controversy about what Rachel Zegler said about the original film? She is entitled to her opinion. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Rachel Zegler went live and I guess like she was tearing up about people still talking crap about the film.
Well, it's not even that. Also, it's the box office revenue that this film is going through.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the worldwide gross right now because this film had a pretty big budget. Yeah, this film bombed. This was a bomb. Disney is not doing so hot with this now.
And it's put a lot of the live action the current live action films on hold.
Not even that. They're going to put them down the drain.
The budget was 240 to 270 million.
It's crazy that the film actually cost that much. Well, I mean, with how the dwarves look, it's
yeah.
They should have if they wanted to, kind of tamper the budget a little bit and actually go lower, they should have actually hired dwarf actors.
Yeah.
Instead of going full CGI, because I think going full CGI with the dwarves was a huge mistake.
Well, Peter Dinklage.
I think that was why they beefed up the budget. So
Peter Dinklage put that to rest.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on.
A Working Man.
A Working Man with $1 million, 60% drop.
Which this guy said The Beekeeper is so much better.
I still think A Working Man is a good movie, but I still will profess that The Beekeeper is a lot better. I don't know. The film honestly had a bit of trouble kind of balancing the tones.
Oh, All Restless in the chat says they redid the dwarves. If you recall, they had normal people in the roles. Google a pic of the original dwarf cast. It was so bad.
Yeah, I don't need to right now, honestly.
Yeah, we'll save that for later.
Yeah, the wedding banquet with a $918,000 opening. Don't know that I've heard about the film. I know Bowen Yang's in it. But I'll wait till streaming. 64% drop with The Woman in the Yard. $746,000.
The Mid in the Yard.
Michael, my guy, you're actually going to be shocked to hear this. It was actually good. I'm serious. It was actually good.
All right.
No, I'm serious.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
It was good. You may think, a lot of people will think that this is just going to be a generic Blumhouse ghost movie. It's not. The film is more focused on the family drama, which I actually think really helps the movie. Yes, there's jump scares. Yes, there's definitely ghost elements in there. But the film is more focused on the family drama. But I know people are going to talk about the third act, and they have the right to. I think the third act does hurt the film.
That's why I heard.
I think it hurts the movie. It doesn't make it bad. I just think the third act is the worst part of the movie. But other than that, I think it's good. Which, huge shock on my end, though, because I thought the film was going to be shit. So
those trailers look like shit.
They were bad. But when you actually watch the film, it's good. So Blumhouse is on a hot streak.
Yeah, there are films that the trailers are shit, and then when you watch the film, some of them are pretty good.
I don't know what it is with this year though, bro. But wrong button again, bro. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Also, hey.
What happened to Michael? Oh, there he is.
Had to move things back here just a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Oh, what? Whoa. But yeah, anyways.
We were talking about The Mid in the Yard.
The Woman in the Yard. I haven't seen it yet.
I did watch it, and it's good. It's actually good.
I still got to see it. I heard some mixed things. All I heard, the only thing I'm hearing about is it's an hour and a half minute movie of a woman in a yard and a woman being a horrible mother.
The movie's more centered on the family drama, so
which I do appreciate a lot more. Some of the best horror movies of all time are the ones that mostly focus on family drama.
Yep, and that's what The Woman in the Yard does more than what the film actually markets itself to be. So yeah. So yeah, I think that'll cover the basis here with the weekend box office.
Yeah, Death of a Unicorn, 79% drop. That bombed.
It's already landing on digital next week anyway, so
good. I wish I saw it in the theater.
Me too, but
Captain America Breaking the World, 67% drop. Mickey 17.
I'm really excited to go see Sinners on Friday.
Yes, sir.
I know it already came out. I know it did. Wasn't going to take my kid to go see that movie. Though that would have been a really perfect father-son bonding time. But Friday...
make him scared, to make him jump scare and leave the theater.
Yeah. Actually, no, he gets scared pretty easily, so, But, what's funny is I was playing, what's it called? One of my alarms is Darth Vader breathing, and he actually got scared by that.
That's why honestly why you should never show your son blocks until he's older, so because he'd be scared of getting stuck in that car. So
oh yeah, no doubt about it. But anyways, it's a special day today, guys. Because technically, check this out. Drop this drink in there. Boom. I called off work today at the Quick Stop. Technically, I'm not even supposed to be here today because in about What does my watch say? Oh yeah, in about an hour, I am going to be walking over to AMC to go see Dogma with Kevin Smith.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Kevin Smith is here right now. I'm at a place called Westgate. He's here right now. I don't know if he's inside the theater or. Wow, that is pretty embarrassing, guys. If
Yep.
when I get closer to it, I'll show you. But the
Yep.
AMC theater that I'm in front of right now still has the poster for Borderlands.
Oh god!
And Michael,
God.
I'm going to disappoint you. I never seen Dogma.
You've never seen any Kevin's? Well, actually, no. Actually, that's not really surprising because Dogma, for the longest time, like it's still to this day not on streaming because of all the rights issues between Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Smith. So it's honestly not surprising that people haven't seen it.
I've never
Yeah,
seen any
so-
Kevin Smith film.
It's pretty good. It's basically like a raunchy version of the TV show Highway to Heaven about two angels coming to Earth and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm assuming you've seen Clerks, Clerks 1 and 2
No.
and 3. What?
No.
I've seen all three.
3 made me cry.
Oh yeah, it did. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our
Let's
next
do it.
topic since we're done with all of this.
And one thing I got to mention, I didn't know the Legend of Ochi, was there. It's supposed to come out Friday.
Oh, is it coming out Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was probably from its mystery movie money. Probably, I have no idea.
Oh
52.
shit.
Because
52,000.
it was the mystery movie yesterday.
Yeah, 52,000.
Yeah.
David Cronenberg's new film, The Shrews, made 49,000.
Yeah, all right. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic.
What is
Yeah.
our next topic?
All right, the next topic. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this because let's go ahead and talk about it. So we got our first look at the Silver Surfer for Fantastic Four: The First Steps. Which, if you guys can tell never mind. Because sorry. But if you
Played
guys
by
can tell
Julia
before, but the Silver Surfer is going to be played by Julia Garner this time around. Which
A woman.
interesting
as Silver
casting
Surfer.
choice. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got.
Yeah, a woman playing the Silver Surfer.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an odd casting choice because one of the first issues of Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfer was a female, but it was
No, I'm
very,
not
very
saying it was
short.
odd. I was just it's a really
short-lived.
interesting casting choice because I wasn't
no.
expecting like Julia Garner to be doing this role particularly. Like, this is just something I wasn't expecting from her. So
Well, another thing I'm also just really surprised is that it seems like they're really going based off of the first original issues of Fantastic Four, right down to the way they're dressed, the way Thing looks, and the fact that they do have the female Silver Surfer because she was only in like 3 comic book issues. So it is kind of surprising that they're just sticking with the character that was barely in like no more than 5 issues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is our look at the Silver Surfer of this new Fantastic Four.
Pretty cool.
That is actually really solid.
I say it looks much better than how the Silver Surfer looked in Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Doug Jones.
I mean, I like the way that they made him look in Rise of the Silver Surfer, but I just don't like how they executed the character.
You got to admit, Silver Surfer was wasted in that film.
Well, it was actually really weird because it's like they say, like, who played Silver Surfer? They say Doug Jones. I'm like, well, no. Doug Jones did the motion capture, but Lawrence Fishburne voiced him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Julia Garner, like we said though, Julia Garner this time is going to be taking on this role, which
hopefully they give Silver Surfer some more time in this film.
I think it'll actually work though. With a capable director behind it, I think we might have it. So I think we're gonna have it here with this new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Well,
so
fingers crossed.
And the trailer the trailer looked pretty good. I liked how you got the Galactus and the whole shadow that we saw of Galactus.
Yeah.
Who's directing this new Fantastic Four film?
The guy that directed WandaVision, Matt Shakman.
Oh, okay.
And
It,
I love WandaVision. So
Me too.
WandaVision was good. This new Fantastic Four movie really does look like it's embracing what Fantastic Four is known for, because I think the problem with the 2015 version, amongst all the problems that
We
movie
don't we
had,
don't we don't mention that film.
well, we kind of, we have to for this
we're gonna
occasion.
talk about it here just one last time.
Yeah,
Fuck that
we
movie.
have to, Michael. If you can bring up Craven the Hunter every 5 seconds, so I can bring up Fan Four Stick.
Well, Craven the Hunter is a much better movie than that.
Yeah, but that's not saying much.
They both suck.
They both suck. Okay,
Anyways.
for Fan Four Stick, the problem with Fan Four Stick, and I'm calling it that because that's how it's labeled as, it took itself way too seriously. It tried to be a dark, gritty version. There are no gritty versions of Fantastic Four. Not everything has to be dark and gritty. The original Fantastic Four movies, as much hate as they get, I do have a soft spot for the first two Fantastic
They
Four
should not
films.
get hate.
They get it. They
They're
get.
okay.
Yeah, they're fine. I love the cast. I mean, I love
Good cast.
Michael Chiklis as Thing. I mean, Thing in that movie was practical. I mean, that was a whole practical thing. That was so impressive, even for back then. But I love the fact that for this new Fantastic Four movie, they're just embracing the campiness. They're embracing, hey, the Fantastic Four are silly. They're goofy. It's a cheesy series. And they're embracing that. Thing looks exactly like how he does in the comics. Like, dead on. Don't know how I really feel about the voice, but that's, a little nitpick. It's not really a big deal. Pedro Pascal looks great as Mr. Fantastic. Joseph Quinn looks good as Human Torch. And then you got what's her face?
Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
first discovered her in that one Netflix movie she did with Shia LaBeouf, Pieces of a Woman.
Oh, so good.
That's
good,
that movie was too good to be just a Netflix original, but very excited to see how this movie turns out. I think it's actually I think it's gonna be a big hit. I really do think so.
That's coming out a few weeks after Superman.
So I think that'll help it give Superman some time to breathe. If it's able to make back its budget.
It will
by the time it comes out. Which I hope it does. So but,
definitely. I think Superman's gonna be crazy because no matter whether the Superman movie is good or bad, which I know it's gonna be good, it's Superman. Superman brings in a lot of money. That's just how it is.
Now I like the
Exactly.
new score for the film.
And also I feel like James Gunn is able to bring in a lot of money because
we trust James Gunn.
We do.
So in James Gunn, we trust, baby. Anyways, so yeah. For anybody watching, how do you guys feel about the look of the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four? Let us know in the comments, please. We would love to hear your thoughts. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to this. So this guy brought up a topic on talking about what Delroy Lindo is talking about with this Blade movie that we were supposed to get years ago.
Yeah, probably before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, since like 2019.
I think
film has gone through production
they were talking about it.
God, dude,
it's getting to the point now where, I mean, we haven't really seen too many updates except for, what we're about to talk about, but it's getting to the point where it's embarrassing. And I get it, not everything always goes as planned, but you mean to tell me that Madam Web, Craven the Hunter, the 3 Venom movies, I like them, it's all good, and Morbius were able to get made, no problem, but yet Blade has not moved forward at all?
Dude, this film is about to be like a more cursed production, and then the Crow remake. Like, I shit you not. Like, even though the Crow remake was in development for 15 years,
at least it got made.
It's about to be more cursed because of everything that's going on. Like, seriously.
It's embarrassing.
Absolutely embarrassing. All right, let's take a look. So, yeah.
So, know what? Let me get it again. But, to me, it's like Blade's not like a popular character nowadays. Like, nobody talks about Blade.
No. Like the only time you'll hear anybody talking about Blade is because of the the first 2 films with Wesley Snipes.
And
Yeah.
then most recently, people talked about his cameo, but the Deadpool and Wolverine hype, died off like most hype does for big movies and stuff. No matter when it makes $1 billion, it dies off eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and pull this
There we
back up.
go.
Anyways, so yeah, it says Delroy Lindo says Marvel's delayed Blade remake just went off the rails.
Yeah,
It's been off the rails for years, buddy. So speaking to Entertainment Weekly to promote Ryan Coogler's lauded Sinners.
Oh, he's in the film. You're muted. Luke, I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Luke.
Can't hear you, Luke.
Can't hear you, Luke.
We can't hear you.
Could he not hear us saying that he couldn't? No, we couldn't. All right, welcome back to the Michael show. It's been a while since we've done this before.
Yeah, welcome to the Michael show. While Luke gets
yeah, well, he gets his camera fixed. So, how about John Cena winning the Undisputed Championship belt?
All right, the match itself, I thought it was decent at first, but then as I thought about it, like
Travis Scott coming in doing his stupid Cactus Jack shit. Ugh.
I'm like, the match sucked.
It did. Yeah, unfortunately, it did. I like Travis Scott. I like his music. I don't know what the hell is up with it recently. Him becoming part of the WWE and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because of The Rock bringing him into this whole story with Cody.
Yeah, exactly. And the Jey Uso and the Gunther match I thought was good. Not anything groundbreaking.
I thought it was good.
But
people complained that Gunther tapped too fast.
Oh, he did. He absolutely did. Well, everybody, that was the end of the Michael show. Till next time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
But I was saying, Luke, he's in Sinners, Delroy Lindo.
Yes, he is in Sinners.
Oh, nice. Now it makes me more. Now it makes me want to see the film more because I think Delroy Lindo is a underrated actor.
He's a great actor. Definitely snubbed for The Five Bloods. I'll tell you that.
I mean, so like I said, I have not seen Sinners yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. Everyone's praising the hell out of it. As of what I've seen, especially from the trailer and the clips and everything everybody's been saying, I think Ryan Coogler would be a perfect choice to direct a Blade movie.
At this point, yeah.
And have Michael B. Jordan cast as Blade.
No.
I would still say keep Mahershala Ali.
You already know that if Ryan Coogler directs a Blade film, he's gonna choose Michael B. Jordan. I mean, look how many films that
Michael B. Jordan is what Johnny Depp is to Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll still have so you're still gonna have Michael B. Jordan in there. But you would still have Mahershala Ali playing Blade.
Who would be a good choice to play the Chris Christopherson character?
Oh,
that's a hard one, isn't it? Yeah,
it is.
Ryan Reynolds.
No,
I
don't like you.
I just
never did.
We'll have to
into the MCU.
We'll have to save that for another discussion.
Yeah. Luke, old Wrestler says his favorite part of these streams are when your mic gets cut.
Give him the bird, Luke. Give him 2 birds.
Actually, how about this? Put this down. Yeah.
But go ahead and reread the article because you got cut off.
So when Marvel came to me, they seemed to be really interested in my input and the various conversations I had with producers, the writer, the director at the time. It was all leading into being very inclusive. It was really exciting conceptually, but it was also in terms of the character that was going to
Exciting
form. It was also exciting in terms of the character that was going to form, and then for whatever reason, it just went off the rails.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm not saying that it would have been an out and out Garveyite,
Yeah.
not that, but just in terms of how this man's philosophy, his ethos, and what was driving him. He was a character who had very similar to Sinners created a community, a black community. He was a character who was the head of this community.
Yeah, this has been announced since back in 2019. This was before the pandemic.
Yeah, so it's insane with how much production
Yeah,
hell that this film is even being put through.
Yeah, it was delayed by the pandemic and industry strikes. The writer strikes.
And it just mind boggles me because like what Michael just said earlier, it's also due to the fact that Blade is not really like, I mean, even though he's a popular character and people definitely do love the original two movies, it's not like people are begging for a new film to come out. But always like to digress that when people say like, "Oh, no one's begging for this movie." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but that's not how movies work. Nobody begs for a movie. Nobody begged for the Crow remake. Nobody was like saying, "Oh my God, if the Madam Web movie doesn't come out, I'm gonna kill myself." So how is it that these movies have no problem? I know it's different distribution. I know it's different companies. I totally understand that. But most of the process of when it comes to creating a film, regardless whether it's Universal, whether it's Hollywood Pictures, which is now owned by Disney,
Or
it's usually all the same exact process. I just don't understand what is so hard. Find a director. If the director is hesitant on it, get rid of the director. Like, why is it so difficult? It doesn't matter if the movie's going to be good or bad. Just make the movie. They have no problem releasing Madam Web how it is, or Craven the Hunter how it is, or Morbius how it is, or
does
The
that make a judge
Crow.
because those characters are well known.
Madam Web?
Not even.
I'm joking.
I okay. I knew who Madam Web was because I'm a big comic book reader, but she's not even in the top 50 greatest superheroes of all time. Not even in the top 100. Her character, even before that movie came out, she was just a really lame character, and the movie did her no justice, like at all. Nobody
Oh,
knew who Madam Web was. Nobody. The only reason people know who Madam Web is now is because it's become a
Spider-Man,
meme. Is because it's a meme now,
and it's part of the Spider-Man verse.
and it still sucks.
And yeah, the film still sucks either way.
So
Does, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, guys. What is your guys' hope on the Blade movie? Do you, at this point,
I
do you have any hope that like you would want to see it, or are you kind of just willing to just give up now?
I never watched all three of the Blade films. I never seen them.
Honestly, to me, because of how much production hell this film is being put through, I'd say at this point, can it? Because
Just scrap it.
it's like just scrap the movie because like with how much this film has just been put through, it's like then why bother at this point?
Yeah, they haven't even filmed one scene. It's not even gone into production. It hasn't even gone in pre-production.
Then how about actually think first before you actually say, "Hey, it's gonna come out," and then all of a sudden, oh, this happens.
Yeah, well, that's funny because they're always on those deadlines. Like they announced, oh, the new Avengers movie is coming out this year at this date, and then but they barely are going to start filming like pretty soon, I think, right, for the new Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
it's coming out like next year.
So they always have most movie studios. I don't do this. I always like to finish a movie before I announce a thing, but that's just how movie studios are. We have a date line and they have to get it done at this time. Why haven't they done that for Blade? I mean, Blade is owned by Disney, by Marvel. There is so much money at their disposal just like that. You want money? Here. You want money? Here. It is that simple for Marvel right now. Why can't they do it? Why can't
I
they
don't
do
know,
it?
dude.
Old Restless says about that character of who to play. He was like, if the Blade movie gets made, he liked to see Nick Nolte in that role.
Oh,
Christopherson role.
oh, that would be good actually.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean Nick Nolte definitely looks a little bit different, a lot more skinnier than he was, but Nick Nolte's not a bad casting choice, especially with the voice.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But I have a sense that this Blade movie is never going to get made.
With how things are going, yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Well,
Anyways,
let's move. Let's what do we put in our conclusion for everything then?
Scrap
honestly,
it.
just scrap it.
Scrap
Yeah.
it. Fair enough. Yep, scrap it. Just scrap.
You got the three movies with Wesley Snipes, so go enjoy them. Even though I heard the third one sucks.
The third one does suck, but watch it. So, in conclusion, watch the first two.
And then watch and then watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes. Do that. Like, take our word for it. Just do that.
All right.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Now, this might be some new. So, this is some news right here. So, Sean Levy's Star Wars film that is got a release date set, and Ryan Gosling is set to be the lead in it. So,
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, with all the Star Wars shit that has been announced, barely any of it has even gotten made.
Yeah. Andor was pretty good. I liked Andor a lot.
I
love the first season of Mando though. I really did.
Mandalorian was great. The newest season of Clone Wars, which was a couple years ago, that was really good. People say Disney ruined Star Wars, and financially, no. Financially, they did not ruin Star Wars.
It's just the.
It's because it's because the Star Wars fans don't want to see new stuff. They just like the old stuff with Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca, Princess Leia. They don't want to accept these new characters.
Well, boo-hoo to them because they literally did The Force Awakens, and even though I did like The Force Awakens, Force Awakens was literally just a remake of A New Hope. People can look at me and go, no, it's not true. It is. Force Awakens is a remake of A New Hope, and it got hate. I'm like, okay, you guys wanted the same thing. They give you the same thing, and now you're mad? Like, what do you want?
People can't make up their minds, dude. Seriously.
Exactly.
But yeah, this comes to us from Deadline. Same thing with the last article that we talked about. So yeah, Star Wars Starfighter is what this one's going to be called. Starring Ryan Gosling and directed by Sean Levy.
Good choice.
A good director.
So, set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, the new installment is set to go into production this fall and premiere May 28th, 2027, exclusively in theaters. There are many rumors, some true, some not. This is not a prequel. This is not a sequel. It's a new adventure.
It's a whole new story. Whole new story.
So yeah, people.
To which this was announced at Star Wars Celebration.
Yep. Yeah. Gosling praised the installment such a great story with great and original characters, as well as so much heart and adventure. Adding, there is not a more perfect filmmaker for this particular story than Sean Levy.
You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to seeing all the Star Wars fans end up hating this movie. I'm looking forward to it.
Look, as long as Rian Johnson doesn't make another Star Wars movie, I'll be happy.
I think that was honestly the issue with those movies, is because they didn't have a clear plan.
Well, so The Force Awakens had a good setup. I still really like Force Awakens. I really do, actually.
I did too.
I still love it to death. I love the fact that they had the balls to kill Han, even though Harrison basically forced them to, but still. I like that they had the balls. The Last Jedi had a great setup. I think the first hour of Last Jedi is perfect. The last hour of Last Jedi is where it just goes like what the fuck direction.
It still was an okay film. Although there were problems with it.
There is. I mean, there's problems with the original Star Wars movies. Where I'm not going to act like the original style. Yeah, I love Star Wars. They're not perfect. I mean, the people used to hate the prequels. Now people are really loving the prequels, even though the Phantom
No,
Menace is
not me.
still kind of.
Not me.
I love Revenge of the Sith. It's
I
over,
love
Michael.
Revenge of the Sith is honestly the only good one to me.
I love Revenge of the Sith better than the previous two films, Phantom
You
Menace
were
and
you
Attack
were
of the
the
Clones.
chosen one.
Yeah, like Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. No thanks, but I love Revenge of the Sith.
You're kidding me. You don't like You guys don't like Jar Jar Binks?
No,
I don't like you both very much.
he is the
You do a
worst
better Jar Jar
Star
Binks
Wars
impression
character
anyway. So
in the
And I'll
whole
admit.
universe.
Okay, so Rise of Skywalker. I rewatch Star Wars every year, and Rise of Skywalker is not as terrible as people say it is. It
No,
does.
it
It
isn't.
does. It does have a lot of problems, though, like a lot. And
the,
part of it
the
was
way that they bring back Palpatine was a fucking insult, dude. That was
Yeah, I'm like,
awful.
I was like,
but
why you bring back
well,
Palpatine?
well, don't get me wrong. Was it awesome to see Palpatine?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
Where
mean,
where
yes,
where
but
the final battle with Palpatine is awesome, but the reason it happened was not awesome.
the reason why they brought back Palpatine is absolute bullshit.
Well,
Like,
guess and I felt and at the same time I couldn't imagine how difficult it was because of Ryan Johnson going, no, I don't really like how they set that up. So they kill Snoke, and Snoke could have been a really, really great villain. But then Rise of Skywalker pulled what Stranger Things would later do, where it turns out the villain Vecna from Stranger Things was the cause of everything. They wrote that in there, and they're like Palpatine was actually taking in control of Snoke in a way. And I'm like, no. Snoke, like, why just move on? Snoke could have been great, and they didn't know what to do. So they're like, what can we do? We don't have Snoke. Palpatine's back. So they're like saying, like, well, they killed Snoke. I'm like, okay, so you can just randomly bring back Palpatine, but you can't bring back Snoke? They both died. Bring them back. Who gives a shit? Bring back Snoke. Who fucking cares at this point? Anything is better than somehow Palpatine returned. And I can also, and obviously, it was really hard for them to film the movie without filming with Carrie Fisher because a lot of people forget they did not film any scenes with Carrie Fisher. They didn't because they couldn't. She died. They had to use a bunch of deleted scenes from Force Awakens and footage that they didn't use to incorporate her in the story. And I think actually what they did with Leia in Rise of Skywalker, despite the fact that they never filmed scenes with her, I feel like they handled it pretty well, in my opinion.
yeah,
But yeah,
But
you got, but then you have the Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia flying through space in The Last Jedi.
I loved it. I love that. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't
has
make
weird
sense, but
decisions, but
it.
I don't know.
But I mean,
But
like,
since
and I think what really ruined the end of Rise of Skywalker is obviously they kill Palpatine. It's all good, and we're like, okay, now Kylo and Rey can embrace themselves as like cousins or a brother and sister, and then they kiss, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that officially ruined it. Finn is literally standing in the background going, "Wow, I was faithful to Rey, and now Rey's gonna kiss a terrorist that killed Han and tried to kill her multiple times."
Yeah, they really went some stupid directions, but
They did. But this new Star Wars movie, obviously, we don't know anything about it. We just saw the title card for the trailer. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see it. I think no matter what if it's Star Wars, it's always going to pique my interest no matter what. No matter I was excited for Acolyte. I did not like Acolyte at all. But if it's Star Wars, I'm willing to see whatever people have to do. I'm thankful that finally, instead of doing a TV show, someone's actually trying to do a movie that is like completely separate from the original characters. It takes place in the same universe, but it's a completely different story, and that's all the praise I can give for it right now until we see a trick.
well, since we're on the topic of Star Wars, what do you all think about the Darth Maul series that was announced?
I don't know yet.
I really don't think I'm. Let's just put it plain and simple so we can move on. Not needed. Like, Darth
Yeah,
Maul is a great character in the Phantom Menace.
But
Like,
he's
and
wasted.
they actually executed the villain correctly in Phantom Menace. Like,
The
they
problem is
executed it
he's
correctly.
wasted.
It's just
I don't think I really like if it's like a prequel series. I don't need to see like a full origin story on
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's like really curious about Darth Maul's origin story. He hardly has any lines in the Phantom Menace to begin with, so who cares?
And like I said, he was wasted.
Like we got Anakin's origins with the prequel trilogy, and
Yippee!
he's and then once we like connect all the dots, he was Darth Vader. So
What's next? A Jar Jar Binks backstory?
God,
we
no.
don't need any more We don't need any more backstories like with all that. Like we got backstories with people like Anakin, and we got people and we got backstory on freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And Solo.
Exactly. And
I completely forgot Solo even came out.
It's not that great, honestly. It's pretty forgettable.
I didn't like it.
But it's I like it, but it's forgettable as hell.
But like, would everybody have? Would the world crumble if we didn't get that movie?
No.
Exactly.
Like, because originally with how they were going to do it with Phil Lord and Christopher Miller at the helm, yeah, they were. It was going to be a disaster. Like by that point, so
and then they got Ron Howard to come in.
So I will say this: at least Ron Howard saved the movie. So
it got made.
He saved its production from going under.
Well, Ron Howard's the GOAT. Sometimes.
I mean, most of the time he is. He does not. He makes some bad movies, but he's still a great director. So
the last movie he did was 13 Lives, and that was a great film. So he deserves
really good movie. So
yeah. So what's our next topic?
All right,
Wrestler says Force Awakens was a rebootquel.
Rebootquel.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
What's up, Joel?
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So Michael just sent this one in to me for earlier before we went live.
Yeah, I was at work.
This will be interesting. A live-action Toys R Us movie is now in the works.
Yes.
And this is coming from the same team that made the Sonic movies.
Well, I mean, it'll be definitely sad to see because everybody knows Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore.
It does still in Canada.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are none in America.
But but like once I saw that it was from the same, that's going to be from the team that made the Sonic movies, I'm like, oh yes, like this will actually be good. Like if they actually execute it right. So.
And I can't wait for it because when I saw this news, I was like, yes, I'm interested.
Ooh. Oh, gentlemen, sorry, I don't mean to cut off really quickly, but looks like the movie's about to start pretty soon. But God, I wish I could do a live stream in there with Kevin. Have Kevin on your live show. That'd be awesome.
Oh man, dude, that would be so cool.
I will try. Well, I did get my tickets, and I specifically got my ticket to sit up front, even though I don't like sitting up front in movies. But of course, I want to be able to see Kevin up close. So
are you gonna get it? Is he doing?
I don't think he's doing a meeting. I think he's just doing a Q&A. He might take pictures after because Kevin's he's a people person. Because I know he's staying in Arizona for the rest of the week because he's going to be at Fan Fusion this weekend as well in Phoenix. So he might do a meet and greet. Fingers fucking crossed. Because if he does a Q&A, he's going to take like 45 minutes to answer one question.
Right.
Get Kevin Smith to be on our show.
I will try my best. But anyways, guys, thank you once again for having me be on here. And hopefully one of these days I'll actually do a live stream where I'm not in public.
But hey, I mean, it's your thing, bro. So it's all right.
It's the Michael.
Making us all pizza.
Yeah, we'll do it one day. But anyways, guys, have a good one and see you next time.
See you later, buddy.
Later, guys.
See ya.
All right, so yeah, we're in the works with Story Kitchen. So let's take a look and see. It comes to us from Variety. Mm-hmm. So Story Kitchen, Toys R Us Studios, the entertainment production of the arm of the global toy brand, have teamed up in development of a live-action film. This is a cultural touchstone that continues impacting children and all of us today, says Story Kitchen co-founders Dimitri M. Johnson and Mike Goldberg, announcing the project. As 80s kids who consider Toys R Us one of the most magical places
on Earth.
On Earth, sorry, it's just I know how to burp. We're honored to partner and to create a film that will capture the sphere of adventure, creativity, and nostalgia that Toys R Us represents. The film, which is in early development, aims to capture the childhood wonder in a modern, fast-paced adventure that taps into the Toys R Us brand's relevance across its more than 70 years in the toy industry.
Oh,
jump.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
As the Toys R Us first film, the project is an exciting opportunity to bring the magic of our brand to the big screen. Kim Miller Oko, president of the Toys R Us Studios. It will be a journey as boundless as play itself, evoking the electric sense of wonder that is the essence of Toys R Us. The story that will capture the imagination, adventure, and joy that has made Toys R Us a destination for kids of all ages. I was trying to see. I was trying to figure out. See, it says Johnson, Goldberg, Timothy L. Stevenson, and Elena Sandoval will produce the first Story Kitchen alongside Oko, who produces for Toys R Us Studios.
It says the project has been described as being in the vein of Night at the Museum, Back to the Future, or Big, plus other successful toy-inspired narratives like Jumanji and Barbie. The producers are engaging in preliminary conversations with filmmakers, with casting, and additional details to be announced in the coming months.
Well, I have heard that the team behind the Sonic movies is going to be taking part in this.
Yeah.
Now, and when I saw that, when you sent it into the group chat earlier, that immediately caught my attention. I was like, oh yeah.
This will be great if they get Jeff Fowler to direct it.
Jeff Fowler, yeah.
Yeah. If they get Jeff Fowler to direct it, this is going to be one hell of a fun movie.
Because you think, like, if you think that Jeff Fowler does so well with the Sonic movies, oh, you know how well he could do with this.
And then you know that if this does well, there's going to be a Jeffrey animated film, probably.
So yeah, this really caught my attention. So, anyways,
yeah,
let us know what you thought.
And even IGN posted this. So, if you think in the article it didn't say what Sonic, was it from other people that behind Sonic? It says right here. Again, a live action film from Story Kitchen, one of the teams behind the Sonic the Hedgehog films. So there you go.
Exactly.
But yeah, I look forward to this.
So yeah, this might work.
This will work. Considering I grew up with Toys R Us, I loved going there as a kid. In my teenage years, I stopped going there, and I returned just to buy the WWE figures. So just walking into Toys R Us was just magical.
It's always magical when you go there.
Mm-hmm. And like right when they closed all the stores here in the U.S., the magic was gone. Like there was no other retailer that could bring a lot of toys like Toys R Us did.
Absolutely not. So, but regardless, let us know. Everybody, let us know what you think of this in the comments, please.
Oh, Restless was like, will Jeffrey be in the Toys R Us movie? Who knows?
Probably. If you really think about it.
CGI.
Who knows? Anyways, we got a couple more we're gonna cover. So this topic right here. This was interesting when Michael brought this up to me. So, yeah, we're gonna go over a little article on this here.
And this was confirmed by Tim Allen.
Yep, Buzz Lightyear himself confirmed this. So,
Mr. Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Sorry, hold on. I'm just trying to fix my tripod. Anyways. Sorry. Oh, yeah, there you go. Sam Mountain says Toy Story 5 is a lot about Jesse and teases a lot of unbelievable opening scene with Buzz Lightyear's. Let's see. Allen is sharing little nuggets of information about the upcoming Toy Story 5, which he will reprise his role as Buzz Lightyear. While promoting his comedy tour, The Shifting Gears star gave a general idea of what the next installment of the animated film would be about and teased an unbelievable scene with this character. I can tell you that this is a lot about Jesse. Tom and I do Woody and I do realign, and there's an unbelievable opening scene with Buzz Lightyear's. I can give you that, but I can't give you much more.
So apparently, there's going to be a lot of clone Buzz Lightyear's, probably what he's describing.
I think it'll just depend on like what exactly he's talking about.
Well, the premise that was rumored, from what I heard, it's going to be regular toys versus computer toys.
That might actually be a really interesting idea.
Yeah. Here's more that Tim Allen said back in 2024.
I'll read a little bit more of it so we can continue.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Yes, I did. I just did the first 5-hour session for Buzz. Probably a week ago, Allen told Collider a December 2024 interview. It's really, really weird to get back into it. I can't tell you anything. It's a very, very deep. It's a very, very clever story. I don't really believe it's about the money. I'm sure they want it to be a success, but that's not why they did it. Had they not come up with a brilliant script, they wouldn't have done it, and they wouldn't have called me and Tom. It's really clever. It was really a struggle to get, and then maybe 2 hours in, I was doing Buzz. I'm so blessed to be Buzz Lightyear, to be honest. It's gonna be fun. I think we're a year out. I've gotten up to the third act. We'll do the third act, and then we'll go back in and clean it, and then I'll do it about 5 more times. It's a really good story, guys. It's really good.
And Toy Story 5 is set to come out next year in June. So I'm in. I'm in for Toy Story 5. I enjoy all the Toy Story films. I have grown up. I've grown up with them. I remember watching the first one like crazy as a kid. Was always watching the VHS, playing it over and over. I was obsessed with Toy Story back in the day.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Toy Story 2 is as good as the first.
Yes.
Toy Story 3, another one that was as good. And Toy Story 4, I thought it was good as well.
Yep.
These films have not disappointed us. Like,
no, they have not
disappointed us. They've been consistently good.
For sure. Also, Eddie, no, I'm not ignoring you. We're just busy trying to get through this all together. Yeah. So,
Eddie, maybe Luke did get Pootie Tang, and he's just waiting for the physical media thing to to come, and maybe he got Pootie Tang. You never know.
Yeah, just stick around to find out.
Stick around to find out.
So yeah,
he wants to keep.
So this will be interesting with the route that they're going to go with Toy Story 5. Yeah, I'm with Michael. I grew up watching the Toy Story films, like constantly, like replaying the DVDs of 2 and 3, replaying the VHS of the first one, like over and over again, where it probably annoyed the shit out of my parents. So,
and I even had the toys. I had Woody, Buzz. It wasn't the regular Buzz Lightyear. It was like a Buzz Lightyear, and it was in silver, and it was cool. It was it was an intergalactic Buzz Lightyear in chrome,
There you go.
and it was really cool. It's going for a lot of money now, but unfortunately, I played it so much that like the wings broke. His wings broke and such. But if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna share the picture here. So this is what it looked like. This is what I had. I had this version of Buzz Lightyear here. Very
There you go.
chrome-ish. And it's going for a good amount of money.
There you go. Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, and also this year marks the first film's 30th anniversary.
Exactly. So, potential watch along, maybe?
I can't believe it's been 30 years.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do a watch along of the whole franchise. It's because it's turning 30 years old. So, Who knows? But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our final topic before we get to physical media. Now this, so the Breakfast Club cast had their reunion about a week ago.
Yeah, for 40th anniversary.
Yep, for the 40th anniversary. So yeah, this will be very interesting to talk about here for a minute.
Mm-hmm. And this is coming from Variety.
All right. Oh. What am I doing? There. So the Breakfast Club should not get a remake, says Molly Ringwald.
There you go.
It's very... All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look.
Yep.
Are you gonna scroll down?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I personally don't believe in remaking that movie because I think this is very much of its time. It resonates with people today. I believe in making movies that are inspired by other movies, but build on it and represent what's going on today. This is very, it's very white, this movie. You don't see a lot of different ethnicities. We don't talk about gender, none of that. And I feel like that doesn't represent our world today. I'd like to see movies that are inspired by The Breakfast Club, but take it in a different direction.
Yeah.
So
she says more here.
I feel very emotional and moved to have us all together. Nothing that it was you.
Noted.
Yeah. We don't have to use the cardboard cutout anymore. I feel really moved that we're all together. I was really happy when we were making this movie. We all really, I don't know if you can tell, but we all really do love each other, Sheedy added. It was a dream, a joyful experience. And Ringwald continues, the Breakfast Club has endured for decades because there are no vampires in it. Any movie with teenagers now has to have a vampire, a zombie, or a werewolf. I think that's one of the reasons that it's lasting quality, that it has this lasting quality, because they haven't been able to replicate it. It's not for lack of trying. They gave John an awful lot of freedom for a relatively untested director.
Wow.
Interesting to say the least.
I felt like it was coming off very political.
I do think that Ringwald did get a little political with the statement. Because to be fair, you can still try different things if you do remake The Breakfast Club. Like, you could still do, like talk about the stuff that she pointed out, like with her statement about it. You can do that. I mean, hell, like I could remake, we could remake The Breakfast Club right now. We could do that.
Like, we could talk about all that stuff. But I'm going to be completely honest with my thoughts on why I don't think The Breakfast Club could be really should be remade. Because let's be honest about today's climate. If all these kids were in detention, they would not be talking to each other like they did in The Breakfast Club. They would be on their phones, like on Facebook,
I was gonna say
Snapchat,
that too.
Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. Like, we'd just be texting over social media. We wouldn't even be talking to each other.
It would be like it would feel like a silent film.
It basically would just become like kind of like a bodies situation where it's not like so much Gen Z just talk. It's a lot more like, phone use. Like, because a lot of Gen Z talk in both films like Bodies and Hell of a Summer. It's definitely Gen Z characters, but they're still talking to each other.
Yeah.
But with something like The Breakfast Club, you can't do it because of the fact that they'll just be on their phones the entire time. It'll just be like Michael said, it will just be a silent film.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't want that. So if we were to make another, like a remake of The Breakfast Club, we got to stick to the roots. Like, actually have people talk to each other like we're doing.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, we're far distance, but we're still talking like this. Like say like you're talking to people at the gym, like actually interacting with people, like your friends that are at the gym. Like, you guys get my point. It's just, look, I respect, I honestly do understand like what Molly Ringwald is trying to say about this whole thing, about like why The Breakfast Club should not be remade or it can't be remade. But she got a little too political with her statement.
Yeah, I don't think that The Breakfast Club should be remade. It's a classic.
But for the reasons that Ringwald came up with, I just think those are not the reasons why. Like what we described, I think would be the real reasons why it would never be remade. Like, we can still make movies like that, but just because of like, today's generation, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
I think that's why.
Just don't call it The Breakfast Club.
Exactly. So anyways. But yeah, that's it on that one. Let's go ahead and go to physical media and finish this off.
All right. So
Michael's got a couple things. I got a couple things. So let's get to it.
So first one, I really enjoyed this film. I reviewed it not too long ago. I picked up Collateral.
There you go, my boy.
Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, directed by Michael Mann. Very good movie.
One of my favorite Tom Cruise performances.
Same. Got the Blu-ray and the 4K in there.
I do own that as well.
Yeah, and I was interested, and I was so into the movie when I watched it because it was on Showtime, and I watched it and really enjoyed it. And I gotta give credit to Mike for talking about the film, like mentioning the film in our group chat, or
yeah,
it was on a Hangout stream probably.
Yeah, I think it was a Hangout.
Yeah,
because yeah, I definitely do think it's one of the more I would say kind of more underrated Tom Cruise performances. Like, I know a lot of people love Tom Cruise, especially me. Like, I love Mission Impossible, I love Top Gun, but I do think Collateral is honestly one of his best performances.
And underrated.
Definitely.
I know Jamie Foxx was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for the film.
Also nominated for Best Actor the same year, mind you, for playing Ray Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Which he was immaculate in that movie.
And the film was nominated for Best Film Edited.
The editing style, like the style of the film, the directing,
great.
amazing.
Mhm.
Like it gives you the nighttime feel out in the city. So yeah,
And with Jamie Foxx driving Tom Cruise around, because Jamie Foxx's character works as a taxi driver.
and Tom Cruise plays as an assassin, or hitman, if you want to use the more appropriate term. And so Jamie Foxx, as the taxi driver, has to drive Tom Cruise around all night to all of his hits.
Mm-hmm. And Jamie Foxx, wants pretty much nothing to do with Tom Cruise's character, with what he was doing. But Jamie Foxx is forced to drive Tom Cruise around.
Yep.
But very good movie. Very underrated. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then I went to my Salvation Army, and I got 3 DVDs. I didn't do a movie hunting video because they literally had less DVDs and Blu-rays in there. Usually, I would have to go to like a day or a day in the month where their DVDs and Blu-ray bin is stacked. So there was very much less DVDs and Blu-rays in there. But I found these. These were blind buys. I've never seen any of these films, but I have heard of them. The first one I got is Dead Presidents.
Great movie.
Stars Lorenz Tate, Keith David, Chris Tucker, Freddie Rodriguez, Joaquin Woodbine.
Directed by the Hughes brothers that did Menace to Society. That's a great film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that film does not have a Blu-ray yet. Like,
it's Disney. What do you expect?
Yeah,
fuck that. Hollywood Pictures.
Yeah, like anytime I ask them, one of my buddies, like what's the film that you think desperately needs a Blu-ray? They will always say Dead Presidents, and I'm like, I am right with you.
Yeah, but it's going to be in the Disney vault for forever.
Yeah, unless Shout Factory picks it up. Which hey, Shout Factory, if you can, pick it up.
But they never release any Disney films. Like they never negotiated with Disney with stuff because Disney is too like stingy to give anybody the rights to their films.
I know, but still, they really should give them the rights for Dead Presidents.
But of course, this was an early release DVD, no features. It says it has a good soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is good, dude.
And then I have heard this film because of its controversial cutscene. It is a college football film.
Oh yeah, I know what this is.
The Program.
Yep.
Starring James Caan. And the scene that I was talking about is there's a scene where one of the characters lies down in the middle of the road. And, cars are barely missing him. And I think there were these teenagers. I think when the film came out, or a month after the film came out, teenagers were, pretty much doing that. They were lying in the middle of the road, and it caused two injuries and 1 death. So that resulted in that scene being removed from the film. So I know that there's a clip maybe in the commercials, and I think it was in a trailer. I don't know if the scene is on YouTube here, so maybe you can find it.
We can look at that later.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got the Program.
Yep.
But yeah, the scene is actually on YouTube.
Wow.
So, but
all right.
Another early Disney release by Touchstone. No features, of course, but it is in widescreen, which is good.
That's always a good deal.
Mm-hmm. And the last one that I got here, and this is a Robert Rodriguez film, and it is Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
All right.
Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Johnny Depp, and it also has Danny Trejo, Enrique Iglesias, Mickey Rourke, Eva Mendes, Cheech Marine, Willem Dafoe also in it. Very good cast, very star-studded cast in this film.
Very.
But I picked up the DVD of this because it does have its slipcover, and you don't get this with the Blu-ray, and you get this awesome cover for the DVD here.
Yep.
And it is not a bootleg, people. This is how the DVD was released. But you don't get this. You don't get this cover with the Blu-ray.
Nope.
I like it. Look at that nice disc art there.
That is dope, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But also I want to say what's up to Dell on movies, and he says, I love Dead Presidents. It should have at least gotten a Blu-ray. 100% agree.
Yeah, go message Disney.
Please do. You'll save us all.
Yeah. And I told Luke this off stream, and I got one other movie that I ordered that's coming in tomorrow. You want to know what movie I ordered?
What is it?
The Fanatic.
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo.
The roast watch along is coming.
Yep, it's coming. It'll come. Delos. Whoa. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it says the program is excellent. The infamous scene was cut from the movie before it even left theaters, so it's not on that DVD.
Yeah, it's not on the DVD.
Crazy.
But it is on YouTube.
Crazy to think about there, dude.
Yeah, but people like that shouldn't mimic anything like that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's not to be done like that. It's not supposed to be done like that in real life.
Look, I know something like Project X, you would wish that party would be a reality, but that is going to cause huge consequences for even for legal actions. You would go to prison for that. So that's what, or even like the Jackass movies, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
That's why they put out that warning every single time they start the movie.
Or every time they start the TV show.
Yes, exactly. Like they say, warning. Like the following program features stunts performed by professionals. Like, I mean, yeah, they're stupid idiots, but in the end, they are professionals. So, but regardless,
Old Wrestler said Dead Presidents is a good film, part coming of age, part war movie, and part heist flick.
Yeah, it's a nice little genre blender. So
that's good to hear.
Yeah. So is that all you got?
Yep.
All right, I got 4 things. So, because like I said, I'm still slow. I'm going to slow down with this. I'll actually announce this here in a little bit. I told Michael about this already off stream too. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get the 4. If Eddie, if you're watching, my guy,
there it is.
And no, I have not opened this yet. But yeah, I did buy Pootie Tang for Eddie. So there you go. It's in my possession now. Anyways.
Now, Eddie, you have to, if Luke does a watch along, you would have to go on his watch along and watch it with him.
Yeah. Anyways. But I can talk about a better film next that I ordered last week, which is Hard Eyes.
I still need to get that.
Yep, one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Had an absolute blast with this film.
Sucks they didn't release it on 4K.
Well, this is a Screen Gems movie, so of course they won't.
Figures.
But let me ask a couple of questions about this film. Is the acting kind of bad? Yes, except for our 2 leads. Is the killer reveal predictable? Yes. Very, very, very predictable killer reveal. Yeah. This movie has its problems. But if you can understand like the tropes of a slasher flick, you're doing the job. So, and this film actually captured that very, very well. So yeah, if you guys love slasher flicks, check this one out. It's a lot of fun. All right, got this in actually a few weeks early from Shout Factory. I did pre-order this off their site, and I also did get the poster with it, which again I'll talk about here in a little bit. I did buy the 4K of What Lies Beneath, a movie directed by Robert Zemeckis, starring Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer.
And I heard that Clark Gregg wrote the film.
Yep, Clark Gregg did write the movie.
Phil Coulson himself.
Yep. Dude, this movie has quite a few production companies behind it. Like it's
a DreamWorks film.
It's a DreamWorks film, but also produced with 20th Century Fox and Image Mover.
Wow.
Image Mover is Robert Zemeckis' company.
I said Robert Rodriguez. Robert Zemeckis' production company.
Yep, it's his company. So yeah, but this is a Scream Factory 4K, and like I said, I also did get the poster. Let me get that quick.
I have not seen that film.
You can see right here. I did get the poster.
Nice.
So, thank you, Shout Factory. So yeah, I got that. And so let's see. Old Restless and Della movies I've not seen. Hard Eyes. Check it out. It's fun. I'm just letting you guys know what you're in for. The acting is not that great aside from our two leads, and the reveals and the identities of the identities and the motivations of the killer, not very good. But that's honestly what you would come to expect in a modern slasher. So
that kind of dwindled for me when you said that.
It's still good. Like, believe me, it's still good. It's just when you think of something like Thanksgiving, it actually had a much more clear and more thought out killer reveal. So
I'll pick it up if it goes on sale.
I promise you though, man, it is a good movie. It's just, I'm just letting you know what you're in for. There is problems with the movie. So, and then one of my favorites of last year, also on 4K, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Love this movie. Do I need to say more about this film? Do I really? It's awesome. You know it. We both have reviews for this on our channel, so go watch the reviews. You'll know what we thought of it. All right. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's our show tonight.
Yeah. Before you say what you want to say, I gotta say, what did you think? I don't know if you saw it. What did you think of the I Know What You Did Last Summer trailer?
Did not watch it yet.
I gotta say,
I've had a busy day today.
I gotta say, it was decent. It was pretty interesting.
Dell makes a good point. You don't go into a slasher film to expect Oscar-winning performances.
Of course.
You don't.
Of course.
But the two performances that really make up for it are the two leads, Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding. Like, they make up for it. So, but I do actually, before we go, guys, I do actually have an announcement for all you. So, like I said, I told this to Michael off stream. I'm trying to think about this. Within like the next month or so, again, I'm not sure exactly how this will pan out. It'll depend on how everything goes. Within the next month or so, I will be moving out. So, I don't know when I'll be fully settled in to my apartment, but I'm not going to be doing as much hangout streams until everything gets all, fixed up and settled in. Of course, we'll still be doing movie Fanatics and all that stuff. I will still be doing moviegoers. But like hangouts are going to be a little bit more sparse because I still have to work on, getting my apartment cleaned up, all that kind of stuff. Like, there's a lot of responsibilities I have to take care of when I move out. So I don't know, maybe a hangout stream once I get settled in, but I don't know. We'll find out. And maybe I might do a little tour video. So yeah, guys. The basic announcement is probably within the next month or so, I will be moving out. So yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what the new studio will look like.
He's entering the real world, folks.
I know.
Sully already is like, we want the tour video.
You will get that once I'm all settled in. Like, you will get a tour video once I'm settled in. So, but yeah, I'm excited to start this new chapter in my life. But yeah, thank you, Dell and Sully, for that. You guys are seriously the best. I mean, you guys also are the best for your continued support. So yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to move out and do some more stuff by myself. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to get like reviews out right away for movies. I still will be doing ranking videos by the end of the month. Again, just depends when I move out. So, but anyways, guys, yeah, that's my big announcement. So
I gotta say, if Delon Movies is watching still, I like that movie theater memories video that you did on Transformers. Keep doing those, because those are interesting.
there you go. So
Shout out to Del.
yeah, I gotta shout out Dell. So
Sully says,
it's okay. It's not that close to the theater, unfortunately, but that's also why I'm going to the gym now. That's also why I'm going to the gym, so that way, whenever it's a nice day out, I can walk. That's why I'm trying to put in some extra miles on walking around the track of the gym. So it's helping. It's helping a lot. And oh, there you go. Del said thanks. But I think more than my new place will be honestly closer to where I work. So just to get that on there. So yeah, just letting you guys know what you can expect if the space looks a little bit different. So again, there's a lot of stuff I got to move in. So
yeah, we'll all get used to it.
Yeah. So again, I'm excited to start this new chapter in my life for you guys. You guys will still get videos here for a little bit until I move out. But just letting you guys know what you guys can expect. But anyways, that'll do it for tonight. Hopefully we will see you guys.
Sully says, when is the move?
Don't know when yet. The guy that lived there is still getting his stuff packed up, and also is gonna deep clean. So that way it's all whenever it's all ready for me, whenever I'm ready to move in, I'll be ready to go. So I'm feeling pretty good about this, guys. Don't know what else to say. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for coming in tonight. Of course, Michael, you're the best, bro. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
And also shout out to Michael Entity also for coming up tonight, chatting with us for a bit. So yeah, trying to see what else you guys can look forward to for the future of the channel. Hopefully reviews this weekend for The Accountant 2 and Until Dawn. Not promising anything. Again, depends on what's all going on.
Good luck if you see Until Dawn.
I have heard so far from first reactions, it's actually a lot better than you think. So
You also got the Legend of Vochi coming out this week.
My theater will not get that. So, but anyway, at least I get to see The Accountant, so I'm not complaining.
Hopefully, I'll get to see Sinners this week.
Yeah,
Legend of Vochi.
Sully just said, I just saw Accountant 2 and it was good. Awesome, dude. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and rewatch the first one here in a little bit after I watch Hell of a Summer. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you everybody so much for coming in. Michael, once again, thank you so much, and everybody. And again, thank you to everybody's support for the channel and also for the show. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Later.